This is actually a great opportunity for Taiwan, because if all you do is innovate in technology, but you don't have the correct markets at your access in which to deploy the new technology, it won't work. And almost always, advanced new technology has to take root where it is competing against non-consumption. Because if the new technology has to compete head-on against the old technology in an established market, the old technology, there are a lot of reasons why it doesn't give way to the new.
I see.
But if you can deploy the new technology where the alternative is nothing, then it is quite easy. And I'll just give you a couple of examples. In solar electricity, and we would all love to be able to have solar electricity everywhere. The problem with commercializing solar panels in Taiwan is that your buildings are all air conditioned. You leave the lights on at night. Clouds get in the way. And you have very reliable, conventionally generated electricity that is very low cost. And for solar electricity ever to compete in this market against the established technology is a very difficult thing. So where you see solar electricity taking off is amongst the 2 billion people in parts of Asia and most of Africa where they do not have access to electricity. And their solar energy is better than nothing. And so it takes root. And then little by little it gets better and better. In the same way, banking by mobile telephone won't take root in China or the United States because we all have credit cards. It's just very simple. But in Africa, banking by mobile telephone is just booming. As consumers all have a prepaid account with the telephone company, and now instead of writing checks to each other, they just transfer money from my account to your account in the telephone company. And in some countries in Africa, 5% of their GDP is transacted over the mobile telephone network. And this is the big new wave of growth in consumer banking. But to make it work, you need consumers out there whose alternative is nothing. And so by opening the relations with China as you have done, not only do you have a market for your technology, but you have consumers in the hinterland who are just ideal customers for your technology.
我想他是说的非常正确。当我们去开发大陆的内需市场的时候，跟过去的策略就不一样了。过去我们把大陆当作是一个世界的工厂，我们运去的是半成品，经过加工之后呢，再销到北美跟欧洲。假如我们以内需市场为目标的话，那我们的对象就可能是在大陆比较内陆的地区，他们这个的人民，有些可能在农村，有的在城市。那这个时候呢，我们的做法就跟过去不太一样，因为它是最后的消费者，而不是加工之后再外销。这点来说呢，对我们也可能是一种挑战。但从另外一方面来看呢，这也是台湾可能必须要走的路。
I agree, President Ma. I agree. You can use sophisticated technology to move up market, to make even more complicated, expensive products for the best customers in the world. But the technology to make things simple and affordable is also just as advanced. And that's the kind of technology that will create economic growth. You know, for example, the technology to make better MRI machines and CAT scanning machines for medical imaging that would make more expensive healthcare available for the rich people in the world, that's one possible path. But to make medical imaging accessible to people in the hinterlands of China requires going down market to make portable ultrasound machines, you know, so that every nurse, instead of having to listen to what's going on and feel to see if there's a problem, the nurse could just say, let's look inside of you, you know? And that kind of innovation is very sophisticated technology, but it would be oriented at helping people in a different tier of society become consumers of sophisticated healthcare.
另外，我觉得还可以有一个例子可以提的，就是我们在非洲有一个友邦叫做布吉纳法索，那么他们在乡村啊，往往电力不足，所以孩子们呢都在路灯下面读书，晚上的时候，所以我们后来发展出一种手提的太阳能灯，它用的是 LED 灯，比较亮，只要经过太阳能这个充电之后呢，可以用4个半小时，就足够让孩子们能够晚上念书。而且这有一个好处，他如果要充电的话，他一定到学校才能充电，所以呢，他必须要上学，也鼓励他上学。我们这个产品出来很便宜，只要10块钱美金，受到很大的欢迎。他们的政府已经订了1000盏，我相信将来还会有更多的订单来。主要的就是这个东西并不是很复杂的一个产品，但是却能够解决他们的问题。
It's a perfect example.
我们台湾创新之路啊，当然还有很多的挑战在前面，但是我们觉得这恐怕是一个天然资源不多、天然灾害不少的台湾唯一能走的路。我们不可能跟别的国家在天然资源上做任何的竞争，但是呢，我们的脑力资源却是我们取之不尽、用之不绝的宝藏。因此，我们会持续的在这条路上前进。而且我相信，以台湾人的智慧跟台湾的毅力，一定可以把这个创新的工作做好。当然，在这过程当中，我们非常期待Christensen 教授呢能够多给我们指教，让我们这条路走得更稳，走得更快。
Well, thanks. I hope you know that I'm sitting right in the first row of the Taiwan fan club. And if I could ever be helpful to any of you, I would love to do that. Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much,
Professor.
Professor.
God bless you.
Very good.